I grew up in Little Rock, and my father was a college graduate. My mother did have some college, and it was just kind of expected that I would go to college, and I wanted to do that. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I changed my major like 5 times. And then I met a couple of friends who were going into the nursing program at UAMS at the College of Nursing there, and the rest is history. And after I graduated in 1979, I went into oncology. I started working in the hematology oncology department, and I have been in oncology all of my nursing career.
My parents, neither my mother nor father went past the 6th grade. They're part of the greatest generation that really represent probably the very people that needed the help for the single parent scholarship fund. But 2 impoverished people who through hard and long work, established a very solid middle class family. I was adopted, and for 2 people who did not have the benefit of education, there was an incredible emphasis. There was not only going to be education, you were going to go as far as you can, and that's why I chose medicine. So 3 years of undergraduate work at University of Louisiana Lafayette, 4 years of education at LSU Medical Center in New Orleans, and then 5 years internship, residency, and gastroenterology fellowship at University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. That's where we met, married, and eventually, hard to believe, after 38 years ago, settled in Northwest Arkansas. But an incredible emphasis on education and bettering yourself from 2 people, my parents, who set the greatest example ever, that they knew. And it was explicitly stated, they wanted me to escape what they had lived through.
Gosh, we met Ralph several years after we moved here in 1988. Soon after I became acquainted with Ralph, he asked us if we would host a fundraiser for him, for single parent at our house. We said, sure. The weather was terrible. It was raining, it was thundering, it was lightning, and the house was packed. We ran out of food. I had good friends who got in my pantry and started making food, and nobody wanted to leave because they were so excited about Single Parent Scholarship Fund. So I got bit by the bug way back then. And I've had the pleasure of serving 3 times now as a board member. And so you'll never get rid of me.
Grew up in rural South Louisiana. It's not that we were callous or ignorant that there were others that had less, but I guess the assumption was somehow people get by and somehow everything works out best. And it was only through my introduction via Shannon, via Ralph, I became aware that, wow, what a wonderful organization it is helping people to help themselves, to achieve an education, and as the organization emphasizes, end the generational poverty and generational difficulties. It is very easy to be insular and not think that any of these people exist. That there are people that have to struggle to put food on the table and educate their kids, and who are locked, I don't want to use the word poverty, but locked at a station in life that they can't advance.
They are.
Yes.
Many of them are living in poverty.
Yes. I think our biggest point was educating people of the need for the organization. There's often the misperception that everyone's doing okay here, no one needs help, and a huge misconception.
Mm-hmm. So when I first became a board member, this was in the 90s, we had a small board, we had a small number of recipients. I think our scholarship was $250 a semester. It's been amazing watch this organization grow up the way it has. We now offer $2,500 scholarships per semester. Our programs are outstanding. We have therapy programs, we have back to school programs, we have school supplies, we have a dry pantry. Our counseling services are just remarkable. And I also love our collaboration with other nonprofits, so there's not any duplication of effort. And so that is another big plus that I love about single parent scholarship. That's been an amazing thing to watch these students, and we've had the opportunity to see many of their children grow up in single parent. It's amazing, and I love seeing these children look at their parents with such awe, and they're so grateful, and they're so proud of their moms or their dads. That's another one of the wonderful things about being part of this organization. And those kids are so much stronger and so much better because of what their parents have done, but it's because of the generosity of our communities in supporting single parent.